In his current role as Chief General Manager and Customer Experience Officer, recognized as an inspirational CX leader 2023 by the Times Group.
So here in State Bank of India, we are on a path of continuous innovation. Several measures were introduced, almost 20 to 30 different measures were introduced. And recently, the Financial Express group also, last 15-20 days back, they have recognized my role in State Bank of India as business luminary for my contribution in the field of BFSI. We extensively use this AI ML tools in data so that my credit appraisal as well as the entire loan lifecycle management, right from the day because the customer approaches the bank.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the esteemed FaceTime with Leaders, an initiative by World Development Corporation. My name is Tanay Hall, and I'm an anchor at World Development Corporation. FaceTime with Leaders is a platform for industry veterans to come together to share their knowledge, ideas, thoughts, and best practices with one another, as well as with upcoming industry leaders. In a nutshell, we attempt to encapsulate the multi-decadal learnings of all our industry stalwarts. We hope that by conducting these FaceTime with Leader interviews, we can bring together a global community of eminent personalities. By bringing together such visionaries on one platform, we hope to play a part in inspiring the lives of other leaders. Great learnings from great leaders undoubtedly assist everyone as they help us to identify, nurture, and work on trade secrets that have already proven a success formula for so many. And this is what we aim for with these sessions by making them a gathering of industry stalwarts and a knowledge sharing community. We have one such industry leader on FaceTime with Leaders with us today, Mr. Ravi Kumar Majumdar. We welcome you on the show, sir.
Hi.
He is a skilled professional with extensive experience in the banking sector, holding positions of increasing responsibility and leadership. With an academically nuanced background in geology, physics, and chemistry qualifications, including a BSc and a slew of certificates, namely CAAP, CEISB, CAIIB, etc., he has demonstrated a strong commitment to continuous learning and professional development. He stands as a highly accomplished and results-oriented professional with a distinguished career spanning various leadership roles. In his current role as Chief General Manager and Customer Experience Officer, he is leading the Customer Experience vertical at State Bank of India's Corporate Center in Mumbai. His strategic oversight has spearheaded transformative initiatives, enhancing customer experience journeys within the bank. Recognized as an inspirational CX leader 2023 by the Times Group, he stands as a beacon of leadership in the industry. So, sir, to begin with, could you provide an overview of your career journey so far?
Well, in State Bank of India, I have an experience of around 35 years plus. And I have the experience of working across all the verticals of the bank, like the rural, urban, semi-urban, metro markets, and again, various segments like agriculture, personal banking, medium enterprises, large cap advances, foreign exchange, general banking. And apart from that, I have performed various roles in the administration as well as marketing, credit appraisal, treasury. These are various roles I have performed across the bank in the last 3.5 decades. Currently, I'm heading the customer experience vertical of State Bank of India, which you know we have about 50 crore customers in across the bank, and I'm responsible for the customer experience. And also, I'm heading the department which continuously innovate and try to reduce the friction at various points like mobile banking, internet banking, branch banking, the kiosk banking. So we have various arms through which we extend services to the customers. So that is broadly about my present role in the bank.
So you have a degree in BSc. However, you transitioned to the banking industry early on. What motivated the transition and what are your day-to-day professional life's motivators?
Well, that's the 1980s kind of thing. In those days, there used to be only two choices for any student. One is the civil services. The other one is an officer in State Bank of India. That was the pecking order in those days. Of course, I tried for civil services, attempted twice. I went up to the interview, but I couldn't qualify. And after that, I prepared for the bank examinations. And in the first attempt, I got into the bank as an officer.
So our viewers would like to know more about your recognition as an inspirational CX leader 2023 by the Times Group.
Yeah, I must really thank the Times Group. And recently, the Financial Express group also, last about 15, 20 days back, they have recognized my role in State Bank of India as business luminary for my contribution in the field of BFSI. Recently, in fact, I'm in this role for the last 2 years, which is a very, very crucial role in the sense that these days, customer centricity is becoming more of a compliance issue as far as the regulator is concerned. The regulator means the Reserve Bank of India. You know how the regulator has now very, very proactive in, rewarding or even punishing the regulated entities like various banks. You must have come across their action against some of the private sector banks very, very recently, and the kind of pain their actions have unleashed on those banks and how the scripts have been impacted in the bourses also. So we in State Bank of India, as a responsible organization, we are very, very aware of how the regulator wants us to move ahead as far as customer centricity is concerned. So for that, we have recognize that any kind of functionality or any kind of functionality is now more or less commoditized. See, suppose if State Bank of India starts certain innovation, that will be quickly copied by other banks, and very soon we lose the competitive advantage or the first mover advantage. So we should be continuously on our toes. So here in State Bank of India, we are on a path of continuous innovation. Several measures were introduced, almost 20 to 30 different measures were introduced during my time in the last 2 years. So this was recognized by the Times Group, and they have given the recognition.
Yeah. So what kindled your interest in ESG and corporate governance?
Well, see, in the last 2.5 years, and prior to that, I am very intimately associated with the board, processes, the environmental social governance activities that are taking place in the bank. So that it's part of the DNA now. ESG is now part of the DNA for any functionary top level executive working in the bank. See, be it the HR area, or be it the environmental area, or be it the governance area. These three are, I can say, the triple helix, which cannot be separated. And we in State Bank of India, we try to find, we integrate this, we bake in these three concepts into the overarching commercial objective of the bank. So these are inseparable concepts. Yeah.
As an ESG and corporate governance expert, what values do you bring to the table?
See, we have, as a person who is closely associated with, as part of the top management, we have a comprehensive understanding, the in-depth knowledge of ESG principles, corporate governance, best practices, and regulatory frameworks. Yeah, very important. And again, the risk management skills. I have extensive audit background. You must have seen my resume also. I have audited various, a cross section of the bank, right from small branches to mega large banks which are in metros. So I have good experience in identifying, assessing, and mitigating risks in general, and also ESG related risks in particular, safeguarding organizations against potential reputational and financial harm. And again, as part of the top management, I have an ability to effectively engage with stakeholder expectations, fostering trust and transparency, and most importantly, the value creation. How do we integrate the ESG considerations into business strategies? And I can bring to the table, I can help companies unlock opportunities in innovation, efficiency, and long-term value creation. And finally, the compliance and reporting. Any company, any bank, whether it is banking company or any other company, the compliance and reporting is a very, very integral part of their sustenance. Otherwise, with increasing the focus, regulatory focus, they cannot survive. Now, if you see some of the fintechs, how they were actually recently acted upon by the regulator. So compliance and reporting are an inseparable part of the board management these days. And in an advisory role, I can give strategic guidance to the banks, to the boards and executives for facilitating informed decision making, aligning ESG practices with corporate objectives, and enhancing overall sustainability as well as commercial objectives. Yeah.
So, what are some of the most remarkable changes you would like to bring about in the banking field with technological advents, namely IoT, AI, ML, blockchain, cloud, digital twin, big data, Web 3.0, etc.?
Well, AI and ML is something which we are using in the bank extensively. These algorithms, they can personalize the banking services, they can offer tailored recommendations. We have very in-depth analytical department. And as you know, the bank has a very fantastic app called YONO. You only need one. And the amount of business we have booked through this app, a mobile app, has crossed more than 1 lakh of crores. And the kind of upselling and cross-selling it is doing, it's really unimaginable. And we have crossed 7 crore customers on that mobile app. So, which means these customers never come to the bank. You can do any transaction without even visiting the bank. So these 7 crore customers are my digital, it's my digital bank. So which is the 7 crore customers, if you see, many of the medium-sized banks, they don't even have this much of customer base, the total customer base. That is one thing. And these words which you have used, they ultimately result in improved risk management. We have a very, exhaustive loan lifecycle management system. We extensively use this AI ML tools, big data, so that my credit appraisal as well as the entire loan lifecycle management, right from the date because the customer approaches the bank to the sanction appraisal, appraisal, sanction, the documentation, post-sanction process, and the monitoring this account for any kind of alarm signals, positive, negative signals. So for all these things, this AML can bring into can be useful. And digital transformation, of course, the banks, I think the banks are in a way you can say we are an IT company which also do banking.
So we're building a community here of industry magnates. The move is meant for cross-pollination of knowledge and building a knowledge-sharing community of corporate giants and industry experts. What are your thoughts about this initiative taken by Mr. Zishan Pathan, Mr. Heval Mehta, and the whole World Development Corporation team?
It's really excellent. I have been seeing the videos and talks of Mr. Pathan and Mr. Heval Mehta. Really fantastic, and the kind of value creation they are bringing to the table, really fantastic. In fact, they are giving us a sort of window into the outside world, what is happening in the corporates, the boards, and all. Really commendable. My kudos to both these gentlemen, and best wishes to Directors World Institute also.
Great, sir. It was fantastic conversing with you, and I'm confident that your insights will truly inspire future leaders. Thank you so much once again for joining us today, sir, and wish you the best for your future endeavors. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Have a great day.